Okay, have it, buddy. Bonka 922. I know yesterday I did a first impressions. Now it's time for another first impression. This one doesn't really. I want to say this has an asterisk to it because I'm hearing rumors that some people are saying this show is a Black Clover ripoff. Well, let me just be honest with everyone. That's bullshit. Okay? And here's why. Number one, Asta has a grimoire and he has blades that he's able to use anti-magic on the magic users. So that's a lie. Because even though it's anti-magic, it confidentially can be considered magic. Because he can deflect, he can absorb, you know the story. So this show, if I'm saying this right, Mashle, which is basically Mashle, magic and muscles. This show, instead, I'm throwing this out there. This feels more like if One Punch Man was placed in a world of magic instead of a world of superheroes. Now let's get to the synopsis. To everyone else in the magic-dominated world, the young and powerless Mosh Burndid, his name is Mosh Burndid, is a threat to the gene pool and must be purged. Living, living secretly in the forest, he spent every day training his body, building muscles strong enough to compete with magic itself. However, upon having his identity exposed and his peaceful life threatened, Mosh begins the journey to become a divine visionary. A role so powerful that society would have no choice but to accept his existence. And so, in order to maintain his peaceful life, the magicless Mosh enrolls in the prestigious Eastern Magic Academy, competing against the children of some of the most powerful and elite in the realm. Lacking the very skill needed to survive at Eastern Magic, Mash appears to already be at a disadvantage to fellow classmates. In order to achieve his goals, Mosh will have to fight his way through every trial using his fists alone, overcoming magic and muscles, all for the lustrous title of Divine Visionary. I'm not joking around here. That's what the show is like. This guy is, without a shadow of doubt, exactly like Saitama. Conducting feats of unbelievable strength and speed. So much so that you're like, Jesus! Now, I don't find this to be a ripoff of, Black Clover. I just don't. It's not in the same, category. Anyway, it's not. It's just not. It's just. I mean, okay, yeah, they both train him with their muscles, yeah, but Mash doesn't have a grimoire. He doesn't have swords. Get out of here. Now, surprisingly enough, there's a game they play in this anime. You might have seen a very successful franchise from WB. I'm not going to say what Mosh does. Okay, it's Quidditch. All right, I spoiled it for everyone. I have to say it's Quidditch. Not going to spoil anything else, though. But at least to say, when you see that episode, which is, I believe, episode 4, you're like, what the... Definitely WTF. And, it's really insane. Because... Now, obviously, he's not like One Punch Man, but still, these feats of strength and speed that he's able to do against people who could just use magic on him is truly impressive. And that alone, I think, is enough to really watch this show. Now, I need to see more. I'm not going to go crazy with ratings here. I would probably give this right now an 8.5 out of 10. I need to see more. Because, like I said, it does feel a little bit like One Punch Man. The only difference is one punch. There's no one punch and the enemy's dead. No, it's none of that. But he does these feats of strength and speed that are just mind-boggling. To the point where you're like, it literally is like this. Mosh is giving physics the middle finger. That's what is happening here in this show so far. Now, we don't get introduced to a lot of characters. The only ones that, besides Mosh, that are known, excuse me, this guy Finn, who he meets like the first day at school. There's Mosh, obviously. Another character, which I don't want to spoil, because he's shown in episode 4, so I'm not going to say this guy's name. But at least to say he has a complex situation. Like I said, I'm not going to say. Then there's that girl, Lemon. She has the hots for him because she saved her during the entrance exam. And besides that, we're introduced, there's also the principal, I guess you can call him, Wahlberg, and Rego, his grandfather. And besides those two, we have Brad Coleman. Now, Brad, he's the one who basically coerces him into joining the academy. And there's kind of like a comedic relief between Brad and Mash's grandfather. So that's kind of interesting. And also, I forgot to mention, also in these episodes, we are introduced to Lloyd. Yeah, this guy got totally owned. Him, Lloyd. And then there's also Farman. And I'm trying to see if there's anyone else I'm trying to remember from the other episodes that I'm missing. No, I don't see them. Yeah, but those are the ones that are really shown, more or less. I don't want to spoil the 4th episode, so I'm keeping hidden those other characters. But at least to say so far, it really has impressed me to a certain extent. And it's to the point where I'm like, it feels, it's like, it's trying to be like One Punch Man. But it's not. But still, he's obliterating individuals. I think probably the best episode so far, in my opinion so far, is 4. Which I'm keeping hidden. I don't want to spoil you guys anything with episode 4. But from the other episodes, besides episode 4, those were introduced to him. He goes to the school. It's crazy what he does. He gets in trouble and he just owns. He just owns dudes. Like, their magic is squat to him. Squat. It means squat, you know? So, and I have to say, another thing about this show is the closing theme, which has to do with cream puffs? Yeah, you heard me. Cream puffs. Because apparently Mosh likes to eat cream puffs, which I don't understand because he trains like a mother freaking beast and he's eating cream puffs. Wouldn't that deter his fitness plan? Apparently not. But regardless of the fact, I need to see more. I can't just give this a 9 out of 10. So far, I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10. I need to see more. I need to see more of what he's going to do. It's so. And I should also mention, in order to become a visionary, as it's stated in the synopsis, visionary, divine visionary, you have to collect these coins. Now, I didn't notice it at first, but after watching episode 4, I now notice it. The coins, I believe, are in pieces, if I'm not mistaken. But these coins you collect, they're silver coins, gold coins. You collect them, and you collect enough of them, and you could become a visionary based on these attributes. And you do it through academic studies, playing sports, some other thing they might do at the school that would put you high enough to become a visionary, divine visionary. So that's basically it. Now, like I said before, I just, when I heard that whole, people were saying this is like Black Clover, I'm like, no, it's not. Black Clover? How? Oh, because he's got muscles? That's, nah. You can't make that comparison. Okay, yeah, Asta and Mosh are, so is Saitama. You know? You can't make that comparison. It's very, very, very vague to say this is a ripoff of Black Clover. Because it's not. It really isn't. Because the thing is, no matter how you slice it, Asta, even though it's anti-magic, it's still considered some kind of form of magic that he's doing. While Mosh doesn't do that. He's like, strong as fuck. But, oh, sorry. But anyway, that's basically the story. I mean, I personally think this was one that I was teetering over. I wasn't sure if I was going to, I wasn't. I was going to watch it. I was going to do reviews on it or something of sort of those lines. First impressions. But so far from what I'm seeing, I think it's a good show. It definitely needs to be watched. Listen, if you want to see feats of strength that are giving the middle finger, I'll say it again, giving the middle finger to physics, then this is your show. I'll tell you right now. Like, dead ass. He's doing things in this show that you're like, that's not possible, but he's doing it. Okay. But look forward to this. It's definitely a good show, guys. Check it out. Mashle. It's like, yo, dude. Strong as fuck. God, really. Yeah. Come on. Let's back it up a bit. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys for here. Like I said before, I didn't say this, but I'm probably going to do one more tomorrow, first impressions. After the one I do tomorrow, I think I only have 2 left. Those I will save for Thursday when I get home. Those 2 that I do on Thursday are probably going to be the other ones, which is Home Hero and Legendary Hero is Dead. Those 2 I just mentioned, they're really crazy. So tomorrow will probably be the other one I'm thinking I'm going to do, first impressions. Galaxy Next Door, I believe it's called. Look forward to that. This is Bankai 922. You don't need magic. You just need muscles, bitch. I'll see you guys later. Peace.